being a loser in a world full of winners, it's okay, right? But being a loser in a world full of winners and admitting it, well, technically you're not a loser.
Because the game's not over yet.
Yeah, because the game's not over yet. You're a loser when you give up. So hey, nobody could call me a loser because I'm still trying. Once you put everything away, these might go in the closet. You're just sitting there not doing shit. Then you're definitely a loser. Like, I don't know though. I just think like it does seem like when you say that, it does seem sad, man. Because it's like you, man. Like it's sad, but at the same time, it's like you get the mentality of like, stop bitching, huh? We men. And as men, it ain't over, bro. Like, and that's why it's you see these people who have transformations, who they're hella chunky, and I'm like, I don't know, like it's kind of a trend, but I don't even know if it's real or not. I don't know, because nowadays you don't know what's real and what's not. But it's like a person said, me and my sister decided to lock in. And in the first picture, it was them chunky, and the second picture, motherfucker shredded, and the girl skinny as hell. Well, skinny compared to like how she was. She looks good. And I'm like, that's almost like video game shit. It reminds me of Goku or something. Where you're not as strong and then you're just strong as fuck. Like imagine like seeing like that. That's crazy because it's like that's like life, huh? I could see you this year. And if you really lock in, you could lose, I don't even know how much pounds in a year. Over 100. Maybe not safely, but you can lose it. And you could be a whole different person where I can't recognize you. And I think that we have the ability to, if we want to and willing to work. I think that's crazy.
Transformation?
Yeah. I think that's pretty crazy. You could transform in both directions. You could be normal, huh? And in a year, you can be big as heck.
You know who Agent is?
The streamer? Yeah.
He said he was 3 something.
What is he now?
2 something.
Oh, he don't look like that. You think 200 is normal though? Because a lot of men are like 200 plus.
Usually, people who are 6 foot, like 6 foot, whatever, normally be hitting around 2 something. But
2 something is heavy.
Seems heavy. I think it depends on your height, but
it does.
But
I think from the normal, because what is the height standards like? The average is for sure somewhere in the 5 foot range.
5'9".
So if you're in the 5 foot range and you weigh over 200 pounds and it's not muscle, then you're chunky.
I just be thinking like, damn, this shit. Like people say, oh, you got a fast metabolism.
Nah.
And I'm like, maybe that is true somewhat.
Yeah, but you remember, like even if that was true, as you get older, your metabolism slows. So the fact that we have been able to maintain, because everybody always said, as you get older, you're gonna get fatter, and to the point where it made me worry, like, but it's just your habits, and I don't think I got good eating habits either. I be eating at nighttime and shit, and I know I shouldn't be eating at nighttime, but I think the reason why I be able to maintain is because I don't eat all morning, so I don't eat until like 2 or 3, 4. And then I'll get full. I have a big meal. I'll get full, and then I'm good. And then in the nighttime, I might eat again. Something light, a snack or some shit. And that's it. Majority of times, that's how my day goes. So I think when you look at it, in between sleep and the times I don't eat, I be getting like 10 to 13 hours, 16 hours of no eating. So it's fasting. What do they call it?
Intermittent fasting. But
every day.
People without even. I think that's the majority of the reason why we don't gain weight is fast.
Yeah.
But like I be seeing everyone be eating early in the morning. Everybody be snacking. Everybody be eating breakfast. Like
I've never been able to do that. And when I can do that is when I work. If I'm working hard, if I wake up early like 5, 6, and we're doing hard labor, by 9 I will get hungry. Like and it's not like I'm like, oh my God, I'm hella hungry, but it's like, yeah, I'm gonna eat something because I gotta go hard another 3 hours. So, and food is just energy. So when you're using it, that's normal.
I don't know. I've grown accustomed to not eating.
But if you're not doing, like, if you have a desk job and you're eating a cheeseburger and you're just at a desk,
and it's 7 o'clock.
That's probably why you're
morning.
gonna gain weight.
You're eating a double cheeseburger at 7:30 in the morning.
I think
for
it's kind of
breakfast?
crazy. Yeah, I think like it would be. I always think of like, because like if we had all the people we rock with, if we lived all here within say like 30 minutes, it'd be tight. Just because I feel like when you have friends, solid ones, you can force each other through stuff. So like the gym, there would be no excuse, and I think all we have that typically amongst ourselves, but it would be on a whole nother level if say we had two friends or another family, right, with two brothers too, and they were on their shit. Like, hey, we're going to the gym or this, or we're doing this. There would be no excuses because we're like, we can't let him show us out. If you do 2 sets, I'm doing 2 sets too of whatever.
Yeah, the only time that food comes into like anywhere near my mouth in the morning is when the burrito lady shows up. The burrito lady be showing up on Monday sometimes, and every time she shows up, I always buy from her, no matter what, even if I don't want it. Buy from her tamales, burritos, and then I'll buy $10 worth every single time, and then if I don't want it, I just give it away. Somebody else eat it. Everybody there is all willing to eat anything.
You just hand it out.
Yeah, here you go. Because I just want homegirl not to be showing up for no reason, so she gets something. And then the burritos, if she has the potato ones, I might eat it, but then I'm like, I shouldn't be eating it because I don't like eating in the morning. I feel like a fat boy when I eat in the morning.
It just doesn't sit well in my stomach.
Yeah, well, it doesn't taste good. Sometimes it does taste good.
No, some days I be craving McDonald's breakfast. Rarely, very rarely, and I'll go get it. But like, that's rare, hella rare. For me in the morning, want McDonald's? That's hella rare.
Nah.
That's why, because it's so rare, if I really have that craving, I'll go get it.
I never crave McDonald's in the morning.
Sometimes I like them Egg McMuffins. But then you eat them and they're not that good. Like, they're not as good as you thought they were going to be. Those spices, though. Those are next level.
That's new or no?
I think it seems like it's new to us, but like they've been around everywhere. But they had it. It seems like they had it over here and then they stopped it for a little bit and then they brought it back.
Spicy McChickens are the move.
Yeah, they be hitting.
And in the morning with coffee, it should probably sound good too.
And then the nighttime.
2 in the morning.
Should be hitting.
With a Corona?
A Corona in the middle of the night hits. It's just bad for you. Then you wake up dehydrated and shit. The other day I was sleeping and it was like 2 in the morning and like my room is pitch black at nighttime because there's no windows. So I was sleeping and I don't know if this is my dream or what. It has to be because it's like I was asleep, I guess. And I heard our nephew.
Jonathan?
Yeah. I heard him, like how he comes in to my room. Like he says my name, whatever. And I heard him and I'm like, I hear him from behind me because the door's right there. And in my dream, I'm like, what the hell is this dude doing in my room? Like, it's nighttime. So this is what I don't understand, if I'm awake at the moment or am I half awake or am I still in sleep? Because I could hear him clear as day. And he was saying, and then he said my name, and then he started like running towards the bed like he does. And that shit kind of scared me because it's the middle of the night. Right? So like I'm still like asleep, but I spinned around hella fast to look, and then there was nobody there. So I'm like, I took a couple seconds, like, what is that?
So you don't know if you were dreaming or not?
Yeah.
And you just woke up all scared?
Is that just my dream? And why would my is it, or did I hear shit down here? Am I hearing shit? Because I have waken up a handful of times to random things. Like, and remember a long time ago, the dresser was shaking. I'm like, what the hell? But it doesn't put fear in me like how it would back in the day. It's just like it's enough to wake me up, and I wake up, I look around, there's nothing, I go back to sleep.
So remember the lady that you said that you seen in the kitchen?
Yeah.
So have you seen that shit down here?
Oh shit, I would get hella scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like to this day, that was the clearest thing I've ever seen when it comes to ghosts. And I spoke on it in the podcast a long time ago. But that was the clearest thing. That shit scared me.
But if it happened here,
if it happened here,
you had both doors open. Let's say you had one of those nights where you just passed out. The doors were both open.
But you know what? It's different because if I was sleeping, then I would maybe be like, maybe I'm seeing things. But that day, I wasn't sleeping. I was wide awake. Lights were on. Normally, when you see shit, lights are off. You know, you start imagining shit with your head and your face. Your head makes you believe there's a face sometimes when there's not really a face. In the daylight, like right now, there's no question. And that's why I wish you would have seen it too. Because then it's 100% ghost is real. Because it's not just me. Like, because if we're standing here and right here we both see something, it's just, then we saw, then it was there.
You would never be open to do some ghost shit?
I don't like the idea because it would be like, what am I doing? Like, why am I doing that for?
Just get scared.
But why do I want to be scared? That don't make sense to me. Like, why do I want to be scared? And okay, and if ghosts are real, why would I want to draw myself near that? Because if ghosts are real or demons or whatever, why would I want to draw closer to them? I feel like I got protection from them because I believe in Jesus. So, but I feel like even if I were to go towards it, I wouldn't experience, they can't do nothing because the Holy Spirit is in me. So I feel like they can't do nothing. But I also feel like, in a way, and this is just me, that it kind of might be disrespectful to be like taunting things. I don't know how that spiritual world works. That's why I don't know. I don't really have like yeah, let's go do that. I wonder how I would handle it though. Because I don't think I would be as scared as I would have been 10 years ago.
There's just because they were telling me the people I went to Buffalo Wild Wings, they were telling me about a place. There's some type of road somewhere that's really haunted or some shit like that people go to. So I'm not sure where the fuck it is, but they were like, shit, real haunted. People hung themselves there all the time.
In Michigan?
Yeah, somewhere, some shit like that.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, I didn't know there's something like that existed here.
But why would you want to go there? Right? Like, it's different because I've always wanted to go to that island. I forgot what it's called. That got attacked by the Mongols or the Mongols?
You talking about Japan?
Yeah. Is that the Mongols?
Yeah.
Okay. Because there's a whole place where they have in remembrance of the samurai that defended their land and died. And they have a whole, I don't know what they call it, shrines, is it? I'm not sure. But I wanted to go there, and I remember our cousin asked me, why would you want to go to a place where a lot of people die? And I think it's different because these people are gangsters. They died honorably, right? The other people hung themselves. You know, I'm not saying anything negative towards them, but I'm just saying that's a negative that's a negative dark thing because you're already in your lowest moment. Like that energy that you had, you whatever you were going through to take it that far, if energy is real and stays, it stayed in that area. A bunch of just that. It's not just these people weren't experiencing that. They died like on their shield and shit.
With pride and honor and all that shit.
So the energy gotta be different. So I think that idea of going to a place where people is known, like, what was that place in Japan? Was it Japan?
That forest? Whatever.
Was it Japan?
Might have been. or China or something.
Yeah, the suicide forest.
Yeah.
Where that even the YouTubers went. And I don't know if that video was real, but there was bodies that you can see on the video. The people just kill themselves there. That's pretty crazy. Would you go there? That's what I'm saying. Like, what would be the point of going there? Like, would you go to a
For
place?
stories.
So you would go to a place where like, most likely we're gonna see somebody dead.
I would never go by myself.
But to me, it's like, what's the point of that?
Just for stories.
Story of what?
Like the story, like, oh shit, did you remember when we seen that shit? Shit was crazy. Like that.
Yeah, I feel like you chased the wrong thing.
That's just fun. Like, oh,
I don't think that's fun.
Hey, like, remember that?
Somebody else's like lowest point is somebody else's enjoyment.
Because imagine this. Imagine you're with a bunch of dudes, and then
Sounds gay.
you go to like the real haunted ass place, and then remember
Even more
like
gay.
scary movie shit where they start getting raped in the air.
That's what you want to see.
One of the dudes in your party. Save me.
What the heck? I'm not saving you.
I'm just sitting there and watching this shit. What the?
I don't even think a lot would happen. Like, it's hard to believe a lot of times when people say this, you scratched and all this stuff. I don't know. So I guess no, I wouldn't go. Like, that's not something I'm intrigued in. There's a lot of other stuff I'd rather do. I was seeing a video of Mario World. You seen that? Mario World that opened up, what was it, in California?
It's like
is it Nintendo World or is it
might be
Super Mario World?
Maybe some shit.
And I'm like, the roller coasters, like, there's like, people have told me about Disneyland. You want to go to Disneyland? It's like, nah, not really. Like, I have no interest in it. Like, I'm not a kid anymore. Like, that's when it would have hit. When you believe a lot of this stuff is cool and shit and it's real. Like, now I'm like, I mean, I wouldn't, it doesn't pique no interest. But when I started seeing those rides at Super Mario World, I'm like, that's just different. Because it's like, you know how like, there was a Donkey Kong ride. And Donkey Kong in the video games, you know how Donkey Kong's riding the cart and the train tracks, and then it'll cut off, and you'll have to jump and stuff. So the way it looks when you're riding it, it looks like the thing is cut off, but it's not. It's just like they changed the colors to make it look like it's gone, and then you just swing this way and you swing that way, and it looks crazy. And then they'll have another cart with the characters from Donkey Kong, like Diddy and whatever. No Diddy, like Diddy will be coming towards you, like he's gonna hit you, but he's not. He'll just come like that, and then you go, and it takes you through like a show while you're on a crazy roller coaster, playing the sounds of Donkey Kong.
Is it like a?
And that's not a kid ride either.
Oh,
because it takes you up. You know how you go up on roller coasters and it goes, but it's making that sound from Donkey Kong as you're going up. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, and people are saying we're witnessing the death of Disneyland, and
are they not
Mario
owned by
World to be the new hot shit? You know how everybody's like Disneyland.
Yeah.
What character do you care about from Disney?
Aladdin.
I don't. If I had to guess anybody, it would be Toy Story.
Cars.
That's it. Toy Story and Monsters Inc.
Lion King.
That's it.
Bugs Life.
Bugs Life. But I'm saying like that you would want to see right now.
Right now? Probably Frozen.
So like the Super Mario World, who doesn't like Mario?
I think Mario's hella big with kids now. And like Disney, I think Disney lost it from like, because they don't have no good shit no more.
Yeah,
like the Lion
Mickey
King,
Mouse.
Lion King was
who cares
tight.
about Mickey Mouse? I never liked Mickey Mouse. I didn't watch the show Mickey Mouse.
No.
Mickey Mouse to me was always like the symbol of Mickey Mouse was always like evil to me.
Who owns Looney Tunes?
I don't know.
Cause like the Woody Woodpecker, I don't know if that's Disney. Not sure. What are their shows?
I know, but that's not at Disney World. At least from what I've seen. when you go there, you see Disneyland is you see Star Wars characters, like the troopers walking around. That's not tight to me. What would be tight to me is what I'm trying to think. Because if I see Mario walking around, I don't care about that either. But what would I see there? But like, this is tight. I don't know.
What's the studio one? Some studios or whatever. What the fuck's it called?
Studio
Yeah, it's like the same shit as
Marvel or what?
no, it's like a amusement park. It's called something studio, Orlando Studio, some shit, some studios.
Oh, Universal.
Universal Studios, yeah.
Is
People
it
say
that?
that's tight.
Yeah, I don't
Because
know.
the
I don't
rides are
know.
like if you're going through a volcano, you'll feel the heat or water. You go
Yeah,
through
see,
water.
that's more
you-
interesting than
you'll-
just roller coasters being fear, like crazy fear. No, like it could be like a little bit of fear, but also entertainment. That's why I'm like, that's why it's different. Just pure fear. I'm not a fan of roller coasters ever since I got on the Zipper, and the Zipper was the craziest ride I've ever got on. And I got on. I think I was in my teenager days, and the way it throws you, hell no.
It's not. I just
That's
don't.
not fun. Like like it's one of those things where you're on like a pole and it just rocks back. You're inside a cage and it rocks back and forth. And then it's like imagine a chainsaw and you being one of the chain things, but you're rocking. So as you go around the thing, because it's like I don't even know how to describe it, but just imagine my hand and you're going around like this. And there's a bunch of them. As it goes to the top, it swings you hella hard. Feels like 30 miles an hour into a front flip or a back flip. And it's hella uncomfortable. That shit, I hated that shit. Ever since then, and I was like, I'm not a fan of roller coasters.
I never liked roller coasters since fucking elementary school. Since Six Flags. Since my first roller coaster, I was like, yeah, fuck this shit. Shit not tight.
And then I don't have the in me no more, like my stomach.
People say like, how you not like roller coasters, but you guys went skydiving.
Skydiving is real shit though. Like roller coasters is nothing. Skydiving is nature. Like you feel like a bird. You're just
It's
flying.
free fall.
Free falling is crazy, and that's something. That feeling, you can't describe that. It's like skateboarding. You can't describe that. You got to do that. Skydiving, you got to do it. Stop being scared. One time in your life. I don't know, would I do it again? I don't know. I would hesitate, but
I do it for some money.
just on the fact, like, skydiving can be really cool though. It could be hella tight, and I think a lot of people are scared to do it, but you got to do it. There's all things out of all things you can do, skydiving should be one of them, and it's not that expensive. How much did we pay? Like 300, 400 a piece.
It's like, I want to say it was like $250 a piece or something like that.
Yeah.
$250 a piece, but then you got to pay $150.
Yeah,
per.
I know, but for the experience of a lifetime, you just gotta hope you have good
just record it.
No, just make sure you're going somewhere where it has good reviews.
And record it.
That has good fucking skydivers like who really do about that shit. Cause like it seems, remember the dude we went to came late and seemed like he just came drinking coffee and shit, like on chilling and shit. Like it seemed like he didn't take his shit serious. He's the type of motherfucker that like, I don't know. I don't want to talk shit on him because our experience was good. But I'm just the
to show
the image, just the image he gave from that day gave me like, oh, he's the type that we might die. Like that. Like we're gonna be that
he's party, huh? Motherfucker's like 40 years old and he's all about party. Still all about party.
I remember asking him, you don't get tired of this? Doing this all day? He said, no. That's pretty crazy. Yeah. That's your job?
He's a party.
Skydiving all day?
Yeah. He reminds me of remember in the Wild Boys? The dude that always wears the thong? The dude, Chris something? Chris Pratt or some shit like that? Yeah, motherfucker always about partying all the time. That's him.
Jackass used to be like really good, huh? Like as far as like they would always have weird segments with their dudes in underwear and shit like that. But like I remember like the last movie when it came out, I started watching it and started showing and I'm like, I had to click off of it. I was like, I can't watch
I didn't
that.
watch it.
I was like, I can't watch that. Like I don't want to see that. Like,
Yeah, I remember you told me that they had for like first whatever 10 minutes or whatever it was. Puro does, and
yeah, and I was like, yeah, I can't. Like, you try to get past it because you think it's just one scene, and it's like, nah, like I can't watch that. I remember telling my brother-in-law telling me the same thing. Yeah, I can't watch that. I can't watch that. And that's the thing, huh? Like, it's weird, huh? Men, it's just gross. See, a man's body's nasty. I only tolerate myself because I can't have no choice. It's just me. That's it. But another man's body is hella nasty.
Jackass, old school Jackass was tight though.
Yeah,
Like
like
the
doing
first
crazy
ones.
shit.
Yeah, crazy shit. Doing stupid shit, getting chased by mainly animal shit too. Like, you know, how Johnny Knoxville, every time when he starts it, like he does something stupid, like a
Yeah.
crazy, like when the fucking right in front of the bull where he gets hit, and motherfucker flips him. Like these motherfuckers are crazy. You start thinking shit like that, that's crazy. But when you start showing does, that's not crazy. That's
Yeah.
just gay.
Yeah, it's just nasty. Like there's lines where they were pooping on a building. Like it was like what do they call it? Like a prop that they made. So like it's like a fake build city right here that's really small,
Oh,
but they make it look big, and then the dude was pooping on it. It's like to me that's just nasty. I don't want to see that.
when they were pooping inside, remember how they went into a store and the toilets they had them on display. Homeboy just sat down and took a shit. That's just funny. That shit was funny. Cause
Oh.
he took a newspaper out and everything and he just sat there and then took a shit. I think it was Steve or I forgot who it was. And dude just yelling at him like, "What the fuck you doing? What the fuck you doing?" He just sat down and took a shit.
Yeah, people be doing that still, doing pranks like that. Not really pooping in there though.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Nah, you gotta really
You
poop
gotta
in
really
there.
poop in
You
there.
gotta commit to that shit. You gotta commit to the joke.
That's how you get to jail.
But nowadays you will go to jail. Back in the day, it seemed like people would tolerate it. You just pay them some money or something, and they'd be fine with it. You seen how Vitaly or whatever? You think that's real?
What?
Him in China? You seen? Oh
No.
no, not China. The Philippines.
No.
You haven't seen it? He went to the Philippines and was like fucking with everybody, with the police officers. He's fucking with people in public, taking shit. He took they said that he attempted to take the cop's gun, like playing around. He stole the cop's bike. Not really stole, but he like got on it and like pedaled it away. And he's in jail now.
Over there?
Yeah, and he says he's facing up to 24 years, and like multiple counts of a bunch of shit, a bunch of felonies.
Damn. That's why you don't go to other countries to mess around.
And they were saying like we basically we're gonna make an example of him because we can't allow foreigners to come in
You think it's a game. Huh?
and think that they can do this to our citizens. Like, why would you?
I mean, that makes sense though. Like, well, I don't know if it's just American culture where these just people want to do YouTube, they go fucking with random people. I think that's messed up.
And the video was it was labeled or titled "Disturbing the Philippine People" or something like that, or harassing her in the Philippines or some shit like that.
Yeah, because that's a crime though. Even in the US, disturbing the peace. Just messing with people. And they be messing with old people and everything.
Yeah, they said he would try to rob an old lady in the Philippines. He took the cop's hat and ran away with it.
That's how I think if you go to another country, you gotta be on your best behavior.
Yeah, but I
And
mean,
then I think they might have the expectation. I don't know where Vitaly's from. I don't know if he's from the US or
yeah, I think he's Russian, but he's from the U.S.
well. Well, then a lot of people might expect when a US citizen gets in trouble overseas or anywhere else, right? Over something that is legal here, like that the US will bail them out, or at least like they would get mentioned to the president, and then the president would try to do something. But nah, they're gonna leave him there.
Well, like if you go to Dubai or like any place that's like Russia, China, any place where it's like hardcore, uh, you think they kill him. They rape them and then kill them.
For doing shit like that?
Yeah, because where's the place where they chop your hands off?
For stealing and shit?
Yeah,
That has to be over there for...
in the Middle East somewhere.
Yeah. The Middle East, yeah, that's what they do.
Cut your hand off? Damn. Never steal anything.
And people are like, hey, that's a better solution because it stops thievery. Stops people from stealing because the price is so high. If you get caught, they're going to cut your hand off. And now your hand's gone for life.
I just think about kids, though. Kids always steal.
In a society like what we have, yes. In a society when you see punishment is you lose your hand, shit, I ain't stealing shit.
Yeah, I know. But let's say a kid does steal. As a kid, should you lose your hand as a minor?
I don't think you should lose your hand, period.
I think you should lose your hand as an adult.
I don't know if you should lose your hand. As an adult, I think it would depend on what you stole. If it was something as like, if you were going into people's properties and stealing, then yeah. If you stole Snickers, I don't think you should chop your hand off. So I think it varies. But yeah, if it's crazy to come to extreme examples, huh? Like if the U.S. made it okay, like start saying, hey, anybody who gets into armed robbery of people's homes and shit like that, no more hands. You can't shoot no more. You better get a prosthetic, bitch. Like that. If America was like that, because you ain't gonna be able to shoot. You ain't gonna be able to hold that 9 no more.
You ain't gonna be able to hold your gun no more.
Dang. That's torture, huh? So, that's crazy. But speaking about people losing their hands, this is a perfect transition because I seen something crazy. Has to be foreign country where there's no guns. But there's I seen this on the Instagram. There's people fighting with machetes. And I don't know if it'll get taken down, but we're gonna risk it. Because it's not like that graphic. But it's kind of wild. But I wanted to show you because I'm like, hey, this is going on somewhere.
And what color skin?
Why does that matter?
Because it tells me where country.
Black.
So it's Africa.
Just right here off of it looks like the U.S.
No, that's African territory right there. Look at the grass.
That looks like a hood in freaking Cali or something. What are you talking about?
That's Nigerian right there.
Well, look at the language, whoever put it up. Right? These fools are at a gas station. I don't know what the hell they're fighting about. But they fighting with machetes. Let's watch this.
Oh, yeah, there's 2 guys there.
You just noticed that? Or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 guys there, watch. And they just start going at it. Oh! And I don't think you're noticing what happened. Right, homie takes off. Let me pause it right there. What happened?
Homeboy's dying.
Which one?
The dude in the white.
You think he's dying?
Yeah, because he fell.
They both might be dying.
The dude hit him pretty good.
Look at this. Keep watching. And they just walk away, right? Where do you think that's at?
Oh, that's not.
Look at that. Ooh. Look at that.
He went and picked it up?
Look. Scooped it off the ground.
Homeboy walking hella calm. He walking like he lost his hand.
That
before.
Adrenaline. To see, like, that's what I'm saying. You had no.
Hold on. Go back.
Let's watch it again.
At what point did he lose his hand? Look how far it went.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna show you. We're gonna do our investigation. That's what I'm saying, because at first watch, I didn't notice that until homie was like, perdió la mano. What is that, by the way? Dominican Republican or what?
Yeah, it sounds Dominican. Zeus.
Right there. Look, you can see, Raj. I'm gonna bring it back. It was this wing right here. Look at boom, and you see his hand fly off.
That shit, he keep
Look.
that shit sharp.
That's what I was saying.
Like homie go home and sharpen that bitch every day.
That's what I'm saying. This is some prison shit, right? Because he's like, I'm like, to cut a motherfucker hand with one swing. I mean, you got a good bone right there. So he swung that bitch hard as shit. Then.
And they ain't even fit though, too. And he not even swinging it with good technique. He ain't even using no hip. It's all fucking arm.
I mean, homeboy got cut too. You could tell he got hit too. But look, you could see, watch, pay attention.
If homie cut my hand off, I'm killing him.
You could see his hand fly off. Look, right here. Boom. You seen it fly off?
No.
Watch. Let me see. Watch. You can see it right now. Bang. You don't see it fly off? Look over there where the bike's at.
I see something fly, but I don't see the chop.
Boom, right there.
Oh, yeah, because he put his hand up.
Yes, he was falling.
Yeah, he put his hand up like this.
As he was falling, he swung at it.
Yeah, he put his hand up to block it.
And homie hand fell off. Right now, he's fighting without it. He probably didn't even realize it. That adrenaline. So he starts running. Probably when he noticed. But to be fighting out, you don't even know your hand's missing. Bro didn't sharpen his sword.
But look how calm he walks back. He walks back like he and picked it up like he dropped his phone and shit.
And you'd be thinking if you lost your hand, you'd be gushing, huh?
You'd be gushing and you'd be kind of panicking.
Nah, because I don't think like,
bro, you don't have a hand anymore. You're like, where the fuck is it? You like the altercation. Where would you be like?
I would put two and two together. Oh, he cut my hand off.
Yeah, obviously you'd be like he cut.
Like,
but
one thing about me, like, if I was in that situation, it's hard to say, right? Because people are gonna say, "You right, whatever." If I was in that situation, if I lost my hand, I might panic internally. I wouldn't panic out like out and about. I would just do the same thing he did. Went grab my hand.
Yeah, but like what?
And just be like in my head, let's go straight to the hospital.
Yeah, but I'm surprised that he knew
they could super glue this
was.
shit back on.
He walked so calm. Homeboy walked at a slow pace back to pick it up like it was nothing.
See right here, he's he probably right there.
Homie said
Homie was saying he's just like your hands over there, bro. Like that's crazy.
Ahora está sin mano. Ahora está sin mano. Te la mochó por guapo. Mira cómo la mochó, mira.
Like to pick up your own hand, right? That's crazy because I think people will have that phobia of like picking up the hand, even if it's theirs.
He picked it up like it's his wallet.
Yeah,
shit.
He picked that shit up like it was
nothing.
Yeah, he picked it up.
Well, homie walks over, he like, and he gives a finger look, give the cameraman a finger too and everything with the missing hand.
Yeah, he lost his shit.
He just walks away, and they're wearing shorts, tank top.
Fighting with machetes. Fighting with machetes, wow.
Yeah.
And then somebody said, man, I'd rather you just shoot me than be fighting with. I'd rather just shoot it out with somebody than be fighting with machetes. But fighting with machetes, I mean, because machetes is going to be more gruesome. Because they're swinging like they want to kill each other. When you're overhanding, you're swinging to kill. Right?
Yeah, if you cut my hand off, the consequences for cutting my hand off is death.
How though? But if the homie just cut your hand,
I'm killing him.
You're gonna rush him.
I'm rushing him till I die.
You're rushing the man that cut your hand off.
Yeah.
What if he cuts the other one?
Then I'll start swinging my dub.
I
don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Wake that boy up, huh?
Yeah. Because if, like your hand is like. This is life right here. What's life without no hands?
I can't work on cars no more.
I can't do shit no more.
Can't play video games.
I can't do anything fun no more.
You need your hands to eat.
Yeah. Everything. Wipe your ass. Shower.
I know. It's that's what I'm saying. It's a blessing
drink,
we got hands.
Work out.
We got legs.
Drive.
You only need one hand for most of those things, but...
Operate machinery.
Homeboy lost his hand.
That's hella crazy. And
Yeah.
it seemed he didn't give a fuck. I would have chased him and smacked
It's
him.
probably just adrenaline, though.
No,
So right there, you would've just
adrenaline just gives you energy type shit, though.
Adrenaline, you just don't feel shit. Like you're
But
here, like
adrenaline don't keep you calm. Homeboy looks calm, collected and shit. Like this.
Adrenaline can keep you calm.
Nah, hell no.
Yeah, because you don't notice shit. Pain doesn't set in. After a couple minutes and shit comes down.
Nah, adrenaline doesn't keep you calm.
Cut my hand off.
If you think of any time that your life's in danger and adrenaline kicks in, you're never relaxed. Homeboy's relaxed. He has no arm.
Look, you don't
Look
know.
at him walking. He picked that shit up like it was nothing. He ain't even like. Normally, whenever you even smack your head, you hold it. He ain't even holding his hand.
Yes, he did. He went like this. That's the first thing he did.
Yeah, because he was just telling him, "Hey, where'd it go?"
Mi mano, he like this. It's gone.
Yeah, that's not Africa. That's the Dominican Republic or some shit
They
like
feel
that.
getting at it with machetes. It's crazy. Like, what is it? London? It's just puro knives.
Yeah,
That's
they say
crazy,
it's
too.
bad out there too.
Yeah, they be stealing shit.
And they just be knifing motherfuckers.
What is it? The
nonstop.
Yakuza? The Yakuza are some gangsters too. And they have a thing where if they do something, I forget, man, I wish I would remember. But if they do something wrong, as a way of punishment, they cut their own finger off. So like, I'm not sure exactly like what it is, but I believe this is the way it is. Like, say I'm under you, you're the boss, or I fuck you over, I do something against the crew or whatever. They have like something where they put on their finger, and then they would just cut it off. So a lot of Yazuka dudes missing fingers. A lot of them. And the dude said, one of the Yazukas that they interviewed, he did something right. And I think he said he was so ashamed that he went against it. And instead of getting that card, he just went like that and started biting, chomping on this shit. And even the crew dudes was like, chill, like, we'll get you the shit to cut it off. And he was like, nah. And then he bit it. The shit gone. And he's like, damn. Motherfuckers crazy.
Yeah, because I mean, it's different. It's your different caliber to be able to bite it off because it's painful. Like people like instant, where it's like it's gonna hurt, but at least it's gonna hurt, but it's already done.
Yeah.
Whereas like it's continuous pain, nonstop pain.
I mean, in your teeth are not that sharp.
I know you're biting through bone and
to
shit.
cut your bone, to cut this shit off. Yeah, it is. I'll bite this motherfucker right off. Clean off. You don't think so? Just right there.
It would hurt your tooth.
It won't break my tooth.
It probably wouldn't break your tooth, but it would hurt. It would sting.
That's what sometimes I think, like, how lucky is it that we have all our limbs, and how many situations where look how small this boy is. A blade can just free him, huh? And how many times you operated with blades, saws, axes, a bunch of crazy things, sharp shit, and you were so lucky nothing happened. This is like one fuck up. This shit's gone. This is super small. There's a little bone in here and nothing. And yes, everything's intact. Thank you for listening to the AB podcast. You can follow us in the links below. All our social medias are linked there. If you want to buy some merch, the merch that we're usually wearing in the podcast, you can buy it as well. The link will be below.